I'm Samantha, and thanks for joining me. Today, I'm speaking with Hannah, an EHO in Victoria. So, where are you working and what's your role?
I'm an EHO. I work for Kerner Environmental Services. I'm based in a local council organisation in the inner west of Melbourne. And my role, I guess, focuses predominantly on conducting risk-based assessments of registered businesses. We respond to and investigate many customer complaints and inquiries, including public health nuisances. We look at investigating foodborne illness outbreaks or disease outbreaks. We also do routine food sampling. I guess the list can go on and on and on. Our role is so diverse.
And how long have you been an environmental health officer?
I was really fortunate with my career progression. I was an environmental health career building student for 4 years, where I was employed in a local council in northeast Victoria. I got work experience while also studying at uni. I have then since been qualified for about 2.5 years now. I worked in Queensland for about a year, and I've also now worked in Victoria for almost 2 years. So I guess I've been an EHO for about 2.5 years.
Were you always attracted to the profession?
Initially in high school, I didn't know what the profession was. I always had a passion for helping people, for the health and medical industry, for public health, for science. And I guess my passion for the profession grew from, I guess, that initial program that I worked in. And it has been continuing to grow throughout my whole career.
How would you describe environmental health to someone who doesn't know what it is?
We aim to influence external factors so that we can have a positive influence on someone's health.
What does a typical week look like for you?
At the moment with the COVID outbreak, I'm really fortunate that I'm involved in a weekly meeting with the Victorian Department of Health. So that for me is part of my normal week at the moment. We communicate with other EHOs across our region. We communicate with the Department of Health. We get the most up-to-date information. So that's probably in a nutshell what my week is. But like I said, it can be so diverse. I could get a phone call in an hour's time and my team leader's saying, all right, we've got this issue, we need you to go now. And I could be working to 7 p.m. tonight. And so there we go. That's my day completely changed. Even though our weeks do change or our days change from day to day, a large portion of our role or my week would be conducting risk-based assessments. So whether that's going into a food business, a beauty salon, a hotel or a motel, or it could be responding to and investigating any number of customer inquiries. I do remember I had this one moment in Queensland where I was always wanting to get out and experience the weird and the wacky things that you didn't normally deal with. And we had a spill in a river or a creek. And I guess our job for the day was we had a truck, we had to come, they pumped out the creek, and we just had to stand there and watch it. And I was so wanting to go and just watch this truck pump out a creek because I thought it was the most interesting thing in the whole wide world. The rest of the team thought I was completely bonkers. But I loved it, and it was fun and exciting, and it was different.
Are you involved with any other big projects at the moment?
I'm really fortunate that a part of our role is food sampling, and that is we obtain routine samples from different types of food businesses to make sure they're safe for humans to eat. We have developed a program where all of our sites and some external clients as well, we all obtain the same types of samples from the same types of businesses, making sure that our data that we're collecting has a bit more of a meaning to it. And I'm actually really fortunate that in the coming year or two, I'll be able to assist in leading this program and developing it further. So carrying on from previous colleagues of mine who have done such a great job to looking at developing it further, seeing where we can now take it.
What are some challenges you face in your role?
We have probably one of the most culturally diverse regions in Victoria. And I guess the most challenging part of that is that not all of the customers that we deal with or our proprietors speak English. And if they do, it's very little English. And so we're constantly trying to identify new ways, I guess, to help them understand what we're trying to say, whether that be we're on Google Translate in the middle of an inspection trying to translate do you have pest control into their native language, or it could be that we're trying to draw a picture of a mouse as one of my colleagues did to help them understand. So that would, I guess, be one of our most challenging aspects, is just trying to communicate with people that don't speak English, that don't understand what we're trying to say.
What do you love most about being an environmental health officer?
This is really funny, but I love infectious disease. I have biggest passion for infectious disease. And I guess every time we get like an outbreak at work, I'm always the one that's like saying to my boss, please pick me. I really want to investigate it. But I think the thing that I love most about my current role is, and roles that I've had previously, is that the teams I've always worked in have always been so supportive.
What's one of your proudest moments?
My development at the moment in my career, I'm very proud of. I started, I guess, several years ago, and I've come such a long way. I've been fortunate. There's been many opportunities to assist me in developing my career. But I think a proud moment of mine, not exactly being specific, but it's just the impact that I've been able to have on businesses in my area. I can go to a business, I can identify some non-compliances. They may not speak English, so I've tried my hardest to, get them to understand, for me to then come back the following week and I've seen that they've understood what I've said, they've understood the impact that it could have on their business, and they've rectified those issues. That to me is such a proud moment. I don't have to go in with enforcement. I don't have to give them a big fine. I can educate somebody and they can understand what I'm saying and they can improve their practices, which in turn, I guess, improves so many more things.
What's something that you know now that you wish you had have known at the beginning of your career?
Something that I wish I could have knew back then is that no matter the mistake that I make or how hard it could get, is that you are always going to come out on the other side and it's always going to get better. Trust your gut.
What advice would you give to someone wanting to be an environmental health officer?
I'd really encourage them to get some work experience. Work experience is certainly something that it's invaluable. Like, it's something that I feel like anyone in any industry does need to do. And I guess if you're not sure where to start, just reach out to your local council, see if they're willing to put you on for a week and, you can shadow, see what they do, see if you like it. You have to have so many different skills, and they're not just skills that you learn at uni. I guess a portion of what we do, we've learned at uni, but a lot of our role and development is from the job. It's just something that you are continually learning about and improving on. And even my team leader, she always says she has so much more to learn still. And she's been in the industry for many years.
Thank you for sharing your role as an environmental health officer, Hannah.
Not a problem at all. I think this is an awesome opportunity. I'd love to be able to help others understand what we do. Like I said, the states all do different things. So it'd be great for other EHOs or professionals across the country to understand what I do, what others do. So yeah, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
The roles of environmental health officers are so diverse. To hear from other EHOs, subscribe to the EHA YouTube channel by clicking below. I'll see you next time.